That's not a chainsaw. It's a
It's a
bloody
buzz
circle saw.
Yeah,
What did you say?
it's a
Wait, wait.
buzzsaw.
I said circle saw.
Yeah, buzzsaw is just a different word for circular saw, I believe.
All right.
Let's see. Marco, maybe they also have deals in craftsmanship. And Glacieborg, yeah, it's a buzzsaw.
Oh, I saw something missed from Glacieborg earlier. Captain Hillian must be cold how much his head was shaking. Oh yeah, that's from earlier.
Yeah, we can switch to her now here. That's one of the electric traps. Alright.
I feel like I learned something new. Now I know what exactly a boss saw is.
Yeah.
Circle saw is basically translation what we Swedes call it.
Okay. You may as well use her for a bit. Loot.
Wait, is this the one you unlocked?
Yep.
Dangerous ethereal we just encountered.
There we go. Million and followed up with Nekomata. So if the bamboo shows up, in the chain attack, they'll be followed up by the next character after.
Oh dear. And yes, people, these are the ethereals, I mean.
Yeah. Basically, this place is saturated with an energy type called ether, which is why you can see it shimmering and such. Which is good for extracting as an energy source outside. It's just, well, it's also a sort of a zombie radiation.
I would say more like an eldritch horror radiation.
And I think we might have found what moved the train.
What an
Dang it.
intense aura! No wonder it's causing it the other way. Let's get out of here and head to the control room.
One correction there, Marco. You get everyone gets Corrin because of how many pre-registrations the game had before launch. So yeah, she is a launch reward. Look at the cake on that guy.
I'm here.
Missed that.
Oh dear. Also, I keep seeing a company we heard about before, Pegasus.
Yeah.
That spelled very weird. You know, my brain was read as Pegasus. For translation, sauce is sauce.
Yeah.
It's spelled with 3 letters.
You are near the control room.
For the captain, S and a that looks like it has a circle on top. S again, that's how we say sauce.
Okay.
You may see, if you ever watch Emperor's Text-to-Speech, it will come up there at least twice.
Okay. I need to watch that still. Phew. Thank goodness the Dead End Butcher didn't come this way. Alright, let's get started on rerouting. It's up to you now. Pull the lever, of course. Huh? Why isn't it responding? I'm not sure what you're trying to do, but the indicator light on the console means the line data is disconnected. I see. So we need to reconnect the data, right? Leave it to me. Okay, here we go with this again. Next, let's see. Nope.
Yeah, I think you messed up. I need to restart.
You are near the control room.
There. I missed the restart button. It said in the... Yep, restart there. Okay. There. Let's see. I'll need to go over that point twice.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
All right.
track switch! There's still some time before the train arrives. Let's get Corin out of the hollow first. Really? Thank you so much.
Okay, this way. Oh, big guy. Okay, let's deal with the small ones first. Go. Yep. Yep. No, you don't. And of course the cat pounces with the wiggle.
It's oddly adorable in a way.
Yeah. There. Okay. Now it's time for Corin's ult. Or, never mind. Amelia gunned it down already.
Affirmative. This fissure leads to the outside of the hollow. The commission for the housekeeping company employee, Corin, could be completed.
Huh? Ethan, did you say something?
Corin, we're almost at the exit. You'll be able to get out there.
Really? You found an exit? Great.
Yeah, the fact that characters in the hollow actually have lip movements, but the ones outside don't. Yeah, that tells me that that's on purpose. How exactly they are communicating then vocally, I'm not fully sure.
I think
Good.
I think it's a throat implant. I think it might be something in the head.
Could be. Marco, I got the new banner character, now I quit again.
Thank you so very much. Without your help, I'd be lost in this hollow forever. You did pretty good yourself. Thanks to your chainsaw, we really cut a lot of time there.
Oh, for love of.
First time meeting a real-life Bingbu Hollow investigator. Can you please tell me your names? I'll come back with my companions to thank you later.
Stopping by to say thanks sounds great. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah? You for real? Wouldn't that expose your identity?
No lip movements, so only point to point.
Oh, I get it. After being so defensive with me, it's no problem if it's Corin. My apologies for speaking out of turn. It appears
not.
that would be inconvenient. I think I should be leaving now.
Corin bows solemnly to Nakamata and the Bangbu and then leaves the hollow. Okay, no seeing her ult yet then, I guess.
Now let's move quickly to find a train.
Relax.
We still have time. Come with me.
It favors the look rather like a mix of organic and I guess it can crystal. I was to say maybe silicon, like silicon life form,
Good,
but
yeah.
also like energy.
Now, this place is absolutely
The
saturated.
train will soon pass through the area ahead.
We'll follow the train as soon as it shows up.
Marco, I just keep having an on and off and on relationship with this game. A few minutes later, in the tunnel where the plan is set to be executed.
Master, the train is about to enter the tunnel. Please make sure that you and your client are ready.
I think we're already in there, but okay.
Go, Proxy!
Careful, Master. Your posterior struck the train roof with considerable force.
This body's even more clumsy than I thought. Just look at these short arms.
Don't be discouraged. Your sibling liked your appearance. I believe tiny and cute was how they described you.
Well, my apologies for not being cute enough normally.
This window is small even for Nekomata, and she's basically a liquid. But it's a piece of cake for you. You should be called King of the World. Now, King of the World, please head to the driver's compartment to complete your coronation.
Okay, so the AI has sarcasm installed.
Okay, okay. Just need to press the emergency stop button.
This mission is such a pain, having a dress like this. Suck it up. My shoes don't fit either. Hey, Captain said we've deviated from the route. What's going on? Huh?
Uh-oh.
Looks like this train is loaded with a lot more than just explosives. The news didn't mention any of this.
Come in, Captain. A talking bamboo just fell in from on top of the train. Should we hand it over to Director Perlman? Yes, sir. Eliminate immediately. What's going on here?
There's monsters.
Wait! Oh!
Over here! You should head back. Leave this to me. I'm gonna carry it. See you later at the store.
Belle, can you hear me? What just happened?
Something's off. I'll tell you when I get back to the store.
Well, those shouldn't be there.
Yeah, something fishy is going on.
And it isn't Nekomata's lunch.
You're back, sis. Why don't you go get some rest? I'll go check on Eos.
Still no news from Nekomata?
I haven't been able to get a hold of her. She should still be in the hollow. She said she had a carrot, but the exit is probably pretty far. But it's not all bad. The news just said Vision is putting off the demolition on Canvas Street until at least tomorrow night due to technical difficulties.
And I guess, a siren's beating up your personnel technically is a difficulty.
That's cheeky. Technical difficulties. Vision is hiding something.
Yes, we can, Glacier. So we can shove Nekomata into a vase and cover it if she becomes annoying.
Right. Vision must have already realized the train deviated from its original route, but they hid it from the media. What's more, Vision clearly said it was an unmanned train with explosives, but it was full of armed soldiers. They were dressed like public security, but I heard them saying, "This mission is such a pain having to dress like this, and my shoes don't fit either." There's no way they were real. Yeah, and I've got this feeling that Nekomata's been hiding something from us too. We should ask her when she gets back. But let's not think about that for now. You should get some rest before she gets here. Sinking with the bamboo can be very draining after all.
Why don't you take a nap in the bedroom, Elle? You must be tired from exploring that hollow. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye out for Nekomata and let you know if anything happens. Okay, can we actually sleep on the actual bed this time instead of the couch for bailing on Billy? Okay. It's getting late. Let's hope we don't run into any more trouble. Rest until morning. Okay. Anything interesting among here? Demolition delayed? What gives? Anyone see the news? They said today's demolition of the metro is gonna be delayed for technical reasons. But based on my professional experience, Vision's explosives don't use any sophisticated tech, and there are no complicated facilities involved in the blast zone, so it's highly unlikely to be delayed for any technical reasons. Anyone know what's really going on? Anonymous. Oh yeah, I saw that. Something seems odd. A big company like Vision failing to deliver something on schedule like this hurts their rep. But seeing as they've chosen to postpone things, it must be a real big deal, I guess. Ferryman. I was watching it on the news today. When Perlman rode a car through the hollows into the blast zone, there was rolling news coverage of it. But ever since Vision sent off their transport with the explosives, there hasn't been any news of them arriving. Just an update about the demolition being postponed. So I'm thinking maybe something happened to that transport truck? Butterfly Jack. I gotta say, it kind of makes sense. If there was a problem with the train in the hollows, then they could say it was a technical problem. Neither the association or internet has put out any commissions from Vision. Okay. We can maybe go over these some other time, but let's not waste too much time on getting each and every one of them. Let's see, Glacier Boy. By the way, Drakir, I'm still using the Snotling hat. My new hat doesn't have enough stats.
They've been playing Age of Reckoning.
Okay. Hello, Video Store Manager. Hello, Tin Master. Manager, I'm here to tell you that the coffee shop is back to its routine starting today, and that I would like to invite you to come over and try our new drink. However, something just happened, and it's giving me a headache. What's up? I want to ask you for a favor. I'm sure you've heard of the Hollow Investigation Association, right? They reached out to me earlier, saying they wanted to rent out Coffee Cafe for a VR game promotion campaign. I agreed, and the timing for the reopening was just right, but little did I know it was a conspiracy from the start. Are there any commercial spies? Hold on, they're an undercover coffee spy pretending to be in the Investigative Association. Now, our store is just an ordinary street corner store, and nothing as dramatic as that. It's just that I found out today they chose this coffee shop as the venue because those VR players share some sort of superstition, or urban legend. In short, they believe that drinking coffee before playing a VR game improves their skills. Sounds like a good thing to me. You can sell a whole lot of coffee in one day. That's true. The problem is all these players want coffee before they start playing. We just opened it. I can't keep up with the sudden surge of customers. So would you mind working here for a while? Okay. No worries, I'll be on my way. Will help? Wonderful. I'll be waiting at the entrance of the coffee shop. Thank you so much. There's still no news about Nekomata, and I feel restless waiting at home, so let's go help Tin Master. But drinking coffee will improve your VR combat results? For real?
So, from what we're seeing with something with caffeine and with the captain, I doubt it.
Well, it would give
yes.
an energy boost, but yeah, for people who can deal with caffeine better, yeah. Then again, it wasn't coffee, it was an energy drink, which had like the caffeine of multiple coffees in there, so...
Yeah. That's what I mean, though. I guess in terms of coffee here, and though I think it depends on what quality of coffee. If they're using proper quality of coffee, it will be strong.
Yeah, but not as strong as energy drinks and such.
Yeah, do it again. Depends on who you ask. Like, apparently here, whenever American tourists visit any country and try their coffee, they almost die or something due to how bitter it is.
That I doubt, but I do know that when British football supporters come over to the Netherlands for matches, that most of them end up blackout drunk because alcohol here is a lot stronger than in England. Close up. How did something like drinking coffee can boost your VR combat scores even become a thing? Miss Promoter, is that why you chose to rent this coffee shop for your event? Yep. So you admit it? Madame, I must point out that you failed to mention this when you initially presented the scope of this event. Just kidding. I only found out about this rumor after hearing it from the people in line. I suppose this is what they call an urban legend. They're born and spread inexplicably, and inexplicably becomes something that makes a hit. I've never seen such a crowd at any of my events before. Lucky break. Then, Master, I'm here. Oh, Manager, you're here. Wow, is this the temporary employee you found? They look efficient. Okay, I just find it absolutely hilarious that we're just at the perfect distance and angle to just get blocked by this lady.
They are ghosts.
Yeah, they are part see-through due to the distance to the camera. Manager, I really am sorry. We're open, but I can't serve you. Instead, I need to ask you a favor. No worries, there's no rush. Thank you so much. I'll serve the customers who dine in here. Meanwhile, could you help me serve the completed orders to the customers waiting in line over there? Easy, leave it to me. You're such a go-getter. I'm counting on you then. You get the coffee from Tin Master, deliver it to the customers queuing up to try out the VR game as soon as possible.
Okay. And you want to say, I don't know if it's true if American coffee is weak or not. This is just what I've heard. I don't drink coffee myself, so I cannot compare.
I could check the back of a package of coffee on what the usual is, the serving amount. Let's see. This is my Tin Master Special. Oh yes, everything is changing before my very eyes now that I'm drinking my coffee. Really? Don't believe me? I highly recommend you try it out. The results are immediate and evident.
Captain, that's the person that was in front of us that you call a woman.
Okay, I was fully judging that only on the ponytail. That's a bad on my end.
I understand, but that has happened to me. Yes, people, I have long hair. And someone rolled up to me, one of those wheel cart machine things, and said, "What a lovely long hair you have, miss." Oh, sorry. But I saw my beard.
In the past, I have been confused for a woman as well from behind. Or over the phone. Apparently, I sound a lot like my mother, or used to sound a lot like my mother.
Yeah, that has happened to me twice when I was younger and, old line phone. Not a cell phone, so just connected to a wall and a line all.
Yeah.
Sound quality rather bad on those. But not first time someone physically mistook me woman because they drew up from behind me. So I guess, yeah, they could not see my face at that point.
Let's see, Glacier Boy. Yeah, my head is a bandana with a stuffed snotling on top. Tin Master is the best looking character. He's the most goofy looking character. Let's see. Now that I had my Tin Master Special, high score, here I come. Oh, my espresso, thank you. Man who can't stand bitterness? I was thinking, throwing mysticism and whatever aside, from a scientific perspective, an espresso can help you focus your attention. Sounds scientific indeed. It's so bitter that at once tasted it befuddles the mind. So it's all about the flavor? Okay, so he's specifically getting a bitter drink. My coffee is ready. Thanks for bringing it over. How's it taste? It's not as sweet as I'd like, but it's actually really good. It feels so refreshing. Is this what they mean when they talk about coffee philosophy? And welcome back, Jess. Back from the shops. Now my feet are killing me. Marco was mistaken as a woman because of my voice by some online friends. Have you delivered all of the coffee? I really appreciate your help. If you still fancy a cup of coffee, I can make one for you now. Hold on, wait. What else can I help you with? Actually, I was observing you while you were delivering the coffee. You're quick and have a good memory. Definitely an expert in VR games, right? Why don't you give the Hollow Investigative Association's Trial of Bravery a go? Hollow Rider. It's a VR game made using the Association's combat training program based on real-life Hollow investigation data. Players can experience the excitement of fighting Hollow enemies in virtual reality. I've had my fair share of real-world experience too. Hey, promoter lady. The manager has been working really hard. Maybe we should let her get a cup of coffee and relax a while. If the manager is indeed in your game, you can just pay the HIA a visit, right? Of course, but it's in your best interest to do it today. There's a recruitment event on today. If you have time after your coffee, you're welcome to experience Hollow Rider at the HIA Club. You can put that coffee boost to good use. Anyway, today's on me, so order anything you like. I'll be waiting inside. Well, I'm off to the Association's Club with the other players I've recruited. Be sure to come by if you're interested. Yep, the Coffee Cafe has been unlocked. Proxies can purchase one beverage daily, which when used will recharge your battery charge and grant a buff for better efficiency in obtaining materials. Yeah, this has been simplified quite a bit. Let's see, Marco and Soda Prime begins. Come to the coffee shop every day whenever you're free and enjoy a cup of coffee. You can find the effects of each beverage listed in the coffee menu. This is today's recommended coffee. It is highly recommended to place an order and try it out. Yeah,
I feel like
I may be an intelligent
Go ahead.
machine, but I still grind my coffee beans by hand.
think I know where they got inspiration behind that.
oh.
Disney.
Yeah, I do have to say, with his lanky figure, the nose, and the gloves, he reminds me of Goofy.
Here's a kind of funny thing, people. Before anime or manga became
No
what they are
machine
now,
beans here.
there has been
Yes,
back
I
and
may be an
forth.
intelligent machine, but I still grind my coffee beans by hand.
Excuse me, sir, coffee machine. I'm talking. There has been cross pollination between Japan and Western animation. Like,
Yep.
Japan got inspired by very old Disney cartoons from black and white. And then Disney got inspired by them. And
Coffee is not a
back and
must,
forth, back and
but a
forth.
relaxed mindset
Yeah.
sure is.
But yeah, that has been simplified. At the moment, it's now just 2 types of coffee, but before it was a different selection each day, which would give different boosts for different types of the stuff you can do at the HIA. But it's been simplified to just give boosts for everything now. Let's see, the HIA Career Club. I think that's over at Lumina Square. I'll have to take the car from the parking lot to get there. You can drive to
What
the
the
HIA
heck?
Career Club now.
I always say this. It's not every day you see a world that is in apocalypse having a rather, what I would call is a very good recovery stage. Or they
Yeah.
are trying to recover.
Now it is technically it's still ongoing, partially post-apocalypse. But yeah, they are managing at least.
Yeah, and I think if we compare this to something like Fallout, they're managing it way better.
Yeah. And here's the HIA Career Club.
Oh boy.
It's the manager from the video store. You came after all. Have you had your coffee? I have. It was great. That's an important Western game. Let's see. Marco, and so the grind begins. Well, he did say he grinds those coffee beans by hand, so yes, quite literally the grind started. Glacier Boy, it's the Dave the Diver styled cutscene. Marco, I'm gonna lurk and play a game I was recommended. Okay. If you like it, feel free to put it up on the Discord for others to try. Or at least learn about it. You seem to be far more interested than I thought. That's awesome. I knew I had the right person. If you could please register at the desk, then you can experience the association's VR game. Don't forget our slogan, Hollow Rider, not Raider. Huh? Hollow Rider. The next line is challenge accepted. Real easy to remember, right? Alright, I need to go prepare the rewards for everyone. If you want to go try it, go find Miss Bertha at the front desk. She's the one with red hair. Yep, this one here.
What the heck? Oh, like, I get stylish clothes and all, but what the heck are we looking at?
Let's see, it's not a gacha game. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what this is supposed to be, especially with the orbs moving back and forth.
Yeah, I
Probably
said this,
liquid metal.
Yeah, just remove the orb, remove what the heck that thing is on their back, and they are fine.
There's also something above the hair there.
Yeah, that's what the other orb I talked about to remove.
Okay. Welcome to the HIA Career Club. The Hollow Investigative Association is the Hollow Disaster Response Agency in New Eridu, responsible for Hollow and Hollow disaster-related matters. Being at the forefront of New Eridu's battle against Hollows, our mission has always been to explore and fight against the Hollows. The HIA Career Club warmly welcomes all citizens to visit, experience, sign up to join the association, and submit commissions at any time. I'm here to participate in the VR game, or VR trial. Alright, let me provide you with an overview of the VR trial event. We're hosting a new recruitment event at the club where you can use our VR device to experience the HIA's Hollow-themed combat VR game, Hollow Rider. Players in this trial event have the chance to get a free home...